Well, hello student! Welcome back to Mathematics Specialist class with me, Mr. Alfie. In this video, we're going to learn about factor.
If you're gonna find a place somewhere to travel, of course you need distance to travel. But you also need to know in which direction you have to travel. Usually, we describe a quantity by just mentioning its magnitude, that is, its amount or size. For example, a mass of an object is given by numerical value, and also the size of an object, area or volume can be described just by a number. Similarly, speed, distance, temperature, and etc. are quantities, which can be completely described just by numerical value. Such quantities are called scalar quantities. But sometimes, to completely describe a quantity, we need to specify its direction too, along with the magnitude. For example, let's say you want to throw a ball toward your friend. For this, you not only have to decide how hard you will have to throw the ball, but also in which direction you have to throw it. That is how much force to apply and also the direction. Another example is wind. You need to describe the speed and the direction where the wind blows. Such quantities which are completely described by its magnitude and its direction are called factor quantities. Mathematically, a quantity that has a magnitude and direction is called a factor. If you're moving from a spot to another spot, we can describe your movement as a factor. Let's say you move from point A to point B, so your movement is a factor AB, where point A is initial point and point B is terminal point. Or you can describe it like tail and nose. So A is a tail of factor and B is a nose of factor. Or we can name the factor by lowercase letter. Let's say it's a factor A. Factor AB is displacement from A to B. The displacement is 3 units to the right and 4 units upward. So we can write factor AB as 3i plus 4j. The displacement in x-axis represents with I and in y-axis represents with j. Remember, in x-axis, movement to the right is positive and movement to the left negative. In y-axis, movement upward is positive and movement downward is negative.
Assume that factor is factor k. Factor k is 3i minus 2j because it's 3 units to the right and 2 units downward. And the second factor, factor m. Factor m is negative 2i plus 6j because it's 2 units to the left and 6 units upward. K plus m is 3i minus 2j plus negative 2i plus 6j. In order to do addition in factor, you add the i's and you add the j's. So you will get k plus m equal to I plus 4j. How to find 2k? 2k is a scalar multiplication between 2 and factor k. You simply just multiply 2 with every element in k. So 2 times 3i is 6i and 2 times negative 2j equal to negative 4j.
How to find the length of factors? The length of factors is usually called magnitude. So let's x is a factor ai plus bj. The magnitude of x, denoted like this one, equal to square root of a square plus b square. Let's bring back factor k and factor m. The magnitude of factor k, square root of 3 square plus negative 2 square equal to square root of 6 plus 4, square root of 13. How about the magnitude of m? The magnitude of m equal to square root of negative 2 square plus 6 square equal to square root of 4 plus 36 equal to square root of 40.